an actual 24-hour day, when it began, when it ended, and then correlate that to a verse in the New Testament that talks about Christ rising. Can you read Leviticus 23:32?
Leviticus 23:32 says, "It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath."
So is that telling us that that's when God is considering a day, according to the Bible, from even? So what is that,
yeah.
6 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
What's it say? From even, yeah, even starts at 6.
Okay.
So it would be the sundown, when it starts getting dark, from the 9th day in the evening, and go to the 10th day in the evening, and that would complete one day. And like the 2300 evening mornings, it's following that kind of pattern. We see that in a few places.
Like Genesis, there was evening, there was morning.
Yeah, we see that in a few places. But when it comes to the New Testament and the Sunday Sabbath, it's not following, say, evening Saturday night to evening Sunday. That's not the New Testament Sabbath day.
Okay.
The New Testament Sabbath day is from midnight, just like the regular day that we follow. From midnight starts the Sunday. Last night at midnight started Sunday, and it goes until midnight tonight. And we can see in a couple of places.
Paul preached until midnight.
Paul preached until midnight. The guy who fell down dead and was raised up. And there might be another reference, but
okay, so then I guess
I can't think of it right now. But there's a couple of things that indicate that there was not only a change in Sabbath, but a change in when the Sabbath would be observed.
Okay, I guess that's why I was confused, because if you go to Mark 16, verse
Mark
2.
16:2.
Or you can start with verse 1 and read 1 and 2.
Okay. Mark 16:1. "And when the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, and Salome had bought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him very early in the morning, the first day of the week. They came unto the sepulchre at the rising of the sun." Well, this would be the 7th day.
Right,
Sabbath was past.
So this verse really wouldn't make sense if Sunday began at 6:01, because this says at the rising of the sun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so this is basically telling us that somewhere there was a change.
well, the 7th day Sabbath, I think they observed from Friday night to Saturday night.
Okay.
So it was Friday evening to Saturday evening was the 7th day Sabbath, and then following that, Saturday, after
6:01,
right, would be the beginning of the first day. If you would continue doing that to the evening of the next day, Sunday.
So they didn't come after 6 p.m.
No, they came, right, they came,
Seems like they came in the morning at the rising of the sun.
yeah. Not sure, we don't know exactly what time, but it would have been well after the Sabbath officially had ended.
Okay, so according to this, then it almost seems like they didn't wait until the very minute the Sabbath was over, but they actually waited hours later.
Yeah, well, maybe it was a long day, everybody went to bed. We don't know their reasoning, but
Okay.
it was...
But at this point, then you're saying that the 12-hour or the midnight to midnight wasn't changed yet, because they were still observing.
Well, Christ, we read, rose very early in the morning. Where's that verse? Is it in Matthew? In Matthew 28.
Verse 1.
In the end of the Sabbath, or in the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first of the Sabbaths. So, beginning to dawn, I suppose that would be, but Christ
there
has
is-
already risen.
Right, I know there is another passage that says,
Yeah.
very early in the morning while it was yet dark.
Maybe John?
That's John 20, verse 1.
John 20. The first day of the week, or the first of the Sabbath. I think that's still a plural word.
It is, yeah.
The first of the Sabbath cometh Mary Magdalene early, when it was yet dark, unto the sepulchre, and seeth the stone taken away from the sepulchre. Still, we don't have an exact time, but that is indicating it's very, very early in the morning. And the stone's already moved. Christ has already risen.
Got it. Okay, appreciate it.
Thank